Oh, Monica is toch.
Well, we have Santalot with us. We might as well. Boom, shakalaka, boom, 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 shakalaka, boom.
There is also a little T.
Yeah, see, it's just many dinosaurs to pick from.
What about now?
There is sound.
There is sound.
Oh god.
I don't know why it keeps
It was sad for
resetting.
quite a
I don't know
while.
why it keeps resetting everything, you know?
It's because Windows 11 loves you.
Jesus. Alright then.
So,
Allegedly.
long story short, party went places, came back, beat up a giant, and discovered tentacles.
Yeah.
Now they're
Yes. All
Now
the
we're on the ship.
tentacles.
You forgot kill steal.
Kill.
No.
It was a party kill. A
We
party.
don't talk about it. We don't talk about the kill steal.
We don't talk about kill steal. No.
Exactly. You know where it's at.
Yeah, I just hope the pressure doesn't get to Sorval.
Never. He'll just keep on killing.
He moves churches, you know. Anyway, enough things that will look incredibly silly in like 10 years' time when everybody has forgotten about that movie. Let's dive right back into what our party is planning on doing now that they have access to both Amias and an airship. They're in the AA now.
Who is actually
Never.
driving the airship?
So
Flying.
while I'm in the AA, I'm making booze.
Making food.
Sorval is trying to repair armors and such.
So your current person flying the airship is Taruviel Prime Ground, daughter of, and she is she was taken aboard because of largely political reasons. It's always good to have the important people in town having your back. And Taruviel proves to be quite well and adept at flying airships.
She
She's
was
had a bit
a
of training.
she was a daughter of who?
Gellum Prime Ground, if I remember correctly.
This dude here.
Would have to check my notes because I have notes. Abra, abracadabra. Open office at ya. Secretly, I'm really good. Yep, Gellum Prime Ground. That was a person where our dear Iskren stayed, the Orzhov representative of
Yep.
That's why I don't have him here,
Shakemark.
because
Yep.
Dario doesn't care.
I don't
Okay.
even think Tyro doesn't know him.
That's why I don't have it on my paper. I'm consistent.
Well,
Very.
if somebody else is flying, I will try to make the medallion I promised Dario.
I hand over the two feathers, one of feather and the other of. I forget. I always forget the name of the angel. Razia, was it Razia or was it the other one?
Razia is the Parun, the clan leader.
Yeah, Razia. So I got a feather of her and one of feather.
Alright.
Okay.
Gonna be a funky amulet.
Oh wait, I got it.
By the way, did we decide what we were going to do? As a group?
Not yet.
Thoughts?
That we ended the session on that, if I'm correct.
We were going to take a rest and then afterwards we were going to discuss it, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought we
Yes,
had
for anyone following the stream, party has dinged. They're now level 13.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Okay.
thought we had a loose consensus on Amia's going to try and liaise with Feather to get your names cleared,
Correct.
get the wanted posters out.
Yes.
So while you guys take your short, long, whatever rest you need, I think I'll hop on my rock and go visit Feather.
All right.
I gave you the message I got from the other Boros angel. Was
Correct.
it Boros angel? Yeah, no, it was the
The
Orzhov
Orzhovian.
angel. Yeah.
Right, it's still
Afra,
in the
yes.
chat. It's still in the chat. Defend Shademerk. No.
Is it still in the chat? This is always a mystery.
Should be.
Beard Alliance.
Somewhere there.
I can. I got it. I got it here. It was indeed from Atra, the Arzovian angel. Let me just
Butter up
type
the
it
cow, milk the pigeon. No.
Brassers, but make it reptile.
I typed it in the Roll20
Yeah,
chat.
thanks. And before I take my leave, I take another crumpled piece of paper out of the portfolio which held all your wanted posters.
It's only 2.
All the
Three.
wanted posters.
Three. There was
Yeah.
sort of all there was. Yeah, whatever.
No.
Not
Have
everyone.
you
had
have
that.
you have you seen
And
have
I-
you seen my cow?
Where
I
my
slide it over.
brewmaster at?
I slide it over to Iskren, and I say, "Fear not. Not all is lost. You still have friends here." And I slide the paper that I got from what's her face, the contact we still had here.
Lysandra?
Damn it, DM jolt my memory.
Was it
It
Lysandra?
starts with a Y, right?
Yeah, I think so.
3 letters.
Isa.
Will?
Isa.
That one.
Okay. I will read this paper.
Amias, before you go, did you explain where she was at?
Her last known location was the chapel she's known to defend.
So
The Chapel of Sera, so sort of all, if you would like, you can join me, but I think you are better put to use
The
repairing the armor.
hole that Feather is known to defend is in the rubble belt.
so my
It's a little ways out from here, but it's in dense Gruul territory.
Perhaps you-
my parting words to Amias are: if Feder needs help, just send for me. I'll hoof it.
Yeah. I think I am indeed better. I'm more useful with resting and repairing armors and such at the moment.
Xantaroth, mighty
Yes.
clan leader, any last words of advice before I travel into Grill territory?
Don't.
Yeah, don't.
No.
I mean, if you are going to travel in Gruul territory, I can join you.
You do not need a rest?
Well,
Firebelly actually perks up and goes,
Actually, it would take a while to fly there. I've taken the liberty of noting down the location, and you could have your rest while we fly you there. Maybe we can scout the location a little bit ahead of time, but it is very much a thing that we can do.
sure.
Fair enough.
I will accompany you if you don't mind, and if the rest don't mind.
well, in the meantime, when we fly, it's a short rest, so I can't work, right?
you could take a
I-
long rest if they don't push it. It is the rebel belt. You might not want to attract any undue attention.
Okay.
Like any airships flying out there, maybe potentially piratey.
Volta puts on pirate hat.
Then Amias will still hop on his rock and have a last tour of duty, I'll say, before heading off on a crazy adventure with you guys. So I'll make a last round along the known posts and officers I still have in the Shade Merc to get a note on the
Then
defenses in the progress.
am I correct in assuming that the airship will also head to Shade Merc for restock and refuel?
Sure.
Yes.
I
That
think
would give
that
you the time to communicate with your underlings. There are certain squads that work with you.
I'm assuming that my rock is faster than an airship.
I'm assuming it is not.
Then I shall follow the guidance.
Well, it is for short distances.
Mhm.
It is more agile, more maneuverable.
Mhm.
But there are certain perks to having, not physical strength propel you, because physical
Warp
strength runs
speed.
out. Yeah, airships are faster than birds.
Okay.
Doesn't need to sleep.
Alrighty then, let's see where I put the map of Shipwork.
So far, we'll tell Ishgren and Dario that it might be best that we stay below deck while we are in Shademark.
I'm not wanted.
Is this new and improved shade mark?
I'm
Yes.
wanted, but not in your way.
No,
They
but
want me.
if they find you, they might think that I am also here together with Ishgren.
I love
Not
what
all
they've
in the
done with the
Boros
place.
are complete idiots. They can put one on one together.
Some.
Are you looking at me, Amias?
No, I am.
You have other qualities, my friend.
And that quality is called the blender.
now extra sharp.
Extra
Yes.
sharp.
So
Extra
if we do have crafting time, I stock up on Gefir. It's high time. It's way
Okay,
past
so-
you.
Yeah, I will try to craft this medallion.
Okay,
By the way, love the map.
Yeah, beautiful.
me too.
I love what they've done with the place.
Ah,
Fucking gruel.
wow.
Especially
part has been
this
destroyed.
rubble thing is
The
great.
but is there a legend somewhere? Like I see letters, but the meaning of those letters, is it somewhere anywhere?
It's okay, Screen. If you're looking for a legend, there is a Sorval.
Ah, there is an handout.
Of course.
Okay, great. Yeah. Fantastic. This is beautiful. All right. Perfect.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah,
amazing.
this is basically what I use to remember if you guys go anywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Shademark.
Wow.
Fucking love it.
Nice.
it's a lot
Yeah.
better than my initial drawing of Shademark.
Maybe, but
Where like
Gotta start
Guys,
somewhere.
I do.
Iskren went like, well, this is Ravnica. Shouldn't there be like houses and a city instead of whatever the fuck this is?
I do want to.
Honest to a fault.
Yeah.
Honest to
I do
Holding
want.
me to the high standard that my reputation fucks me over with.
Baguettes.
I do want to note to the rest of the party that the wicker goat survives.
Of course it did.
And I see
Very
nice.
OJJ's unit manifold utilities and origins. I am glad.
You can choose, Amias, whether you direct the airship to the Boros barracks or to the fogger.
So this is all destroyed, right? This dark area, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Boros barracks, there is still a functional structure that doesn't immediately fall apart. It's just a functional structure that doesn't immediately fall apart.
All right.
I thought the fogger was the repair and maintenance station for the airship.
Yes, that is indeed where you usually go.
Then that might be the better choice. Buddy, how do you want your airship docked?
And so the old
Without
temple
damage.
is that the orders of temple or
Yes, that is the one where Velgar Brighthand resides.
resides? Okay, very well. Good.
So if you look all the way down on the map, you have the letter H. That is the
Yeah.
chapel where you had your first crash landing.
Mm-hmm.
I is where you got out with the airship, approximately, after
Yeah.
encountering that crazy-ass arcane being.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, D is the wicker goat, but everybody knows. And then...
And Gellan is now with us.
Well, his daughter is on board.
Isn't that the
himself,
guy? I thought I saw a picture of him on the ship. No? That wasn't him?
wasn't him.
Oh.
I'll do a really quick check.
I didn't catch the name of the daughter.
Taruviel.
Taruviel, of course.
So, no, Gellan is not
Okay.
on board the ship.
Some guy with a goatee? No?
Yes,
A
this
goatee. A goatee is
this
not
is
unique.
exactly how humans work. Francis Moore was one of the guys on board,
Ah,
and
right.
Savian.
Okay, okay, okay.
Those
Francis
are the
Moore, I had.
closest to. Oh,
All
and
right.
Krovik. Krovik is on
So,
board,
so I will ask
fangirling
the daughter of Gellan, then
Taruvian.
Tarubian.
Francis Moore was a scholar.
What is his? Uh, is he also believing this weird propaganda about me being a traitor? Do you know?
Well, father has gone from his estates. I only recently came back. I was studying at the Basilica at Orzova itself, where my training to become a full-fledged member of the clergy is going really well.
Very well.
But as the local distress caused the Ghost Council to reconsider their plans for me, I have returned to Shademerk to see exactly what was going on, finding my father missing and the most of these servants having been brutally eaten by strange lizard beings.
Oh, so now
Strange.
there is nobody residing in the Orzovian temple then?
The Orzovian temple, it is still being kept by Velgar, but it
By Velgar.
is
Okay.
it is not up to the usual standard of service that you
Well,
would
I think we should
request.
change that.
Yes, I do concur. I don't believe I've heard your name before, though.
My name is Iskren.
The traitor.
Very
Mhm.
well.
I
And
have heard a lot about you. Is it true that you single-handedly turned an ancient and arcane vampire against the guild? This is quite exciting, and you would have to explain to me how you did that, because it's very... It, I'm not going to say that there is potential in such avenues, but I can find certain ways that this would enable influence to grow.
let's just say that truth is like a diamond, and that is why we value it so much. And as a diamond, it has many different facets. We must just make sure that light shines on the right facet of this diamond.
Well, if you do want to light your diamond, I would suggest not using fire. That might ruin it. I had some jewelry like that.
I trust the power of the light. I don't need fire.
Be honest. What do you trust?
So I suppose
Darkness.
that then you believe that entering the temple it's not advised then.
I do believe that the people are ready for a change.
Oh, very well then.
Would you like me to go and feel it out for you?
Maybe you should fill out the thing that you want to fill out. Well, you were going somewhere for us, right? I mean, for all of us. And I could have a look at the temple myself. You know, my understanding of the power of order has brought me new
At
abilities.
at this point, where you say the word order,
Mhm.
you hear heavy footfalls, as though someone in plate armor is approaching you, and you hear this voice going, I could tell you right at this moment. Um, the true reason that your understanding of order has deepened is that you have accompanied Sorvo onto his many, many travels beyond this realm.
Let's go,
Indeed, it
fanboy.
is said that
Kind
he
enough.
traveled to
That's
the
enough.
very lair of a vampire bear, and he ate the creature's heart, thereby nullifying its dark powers. Also, he slew a Gruul clan chief. Really
That's
big.
enough, fanboy. That's enough.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are
Why don't you
absolutely
come with me? Let me tell you the stories themselves.
you are absolutely right. In fact, do remind this for posterity. Everything that happened here, it's 100% Sorvo's doing. So do not forget
I
to
I
make
wrote
sure.
this small
Yes.
booklet.
Yeah. You should
Would
spread
you
it.
be interested in it? It will. It is at the wonderful price of
I
one
will
silver.
hear it from the
But
bards.
I will give it to you for free.
Free? I always accept free things, I think.
And there's like a very crudely drawn stick figure with like Sorval written on it.
I think you have captured the nobility of and the gravitas of Sorval in this
Iskren,
stick
Iskren,
figure.
you
I was known as the artist.
Formerly
back in
known,
my-
right?
No,
Look
no.
at look at the stick figure. You forgot the wings.
No, they are right there.
And
It
the
doesn't have
sword.
arms in my drawing. It's very abstract.
Let's just
And
say
the
you
sword.
don't
Where's
understand
the
the
sword?
wings, Zantarot, but they are there.
This is higher level art. I can get that this is not something that a cruel barbarian such as yourself would be very acquainted with. But as long as you are a companion of Sorval, all is forgiven.
Minion, you mean? Yes.
Yes, Krovik, just go with me. Let's go over that booklet and
Corvic, let's
make
check this.
sure everything that's written down here is absolute truth
Yes.
and
Is it a-
written down like
This
it
is a
should.
drawing of you killing a dragon.
So it is
It
a
is
booklet with
blasphemy.
drawings, right?
I can see that. I can see that. I do see a small detail that isn't right. Let's go over this.
Yes.
And he
And I
merrily
escort him
chugs.
away from any potential blenders and more.
while they're walking away, we can hear Soval say it needs more sparkles.
Yeah, more
I was on
sparkles.
fire at that point.
Yeah, and also, yeah, the wings they have to glow, and there's also a crown that appears around my head.
Yep, he takes it all in, makes it even more interesting.
Sorval will go over the entire booklet, make sure it's all true, the way it happened and such.
It's true enough.
True
Yeah,
enough.
just put in little bit of extra details and such, and make sure that the rest are also mentioned.
It's like, make sure to put in some extra details.
Let's go check the railing.
Yes.
Falls onto the airship dock.
I will
The other-
also. Yeah, never mind.
Nee, ça. Zeg maar.
Okay.
It's fine.
But also,
I just wanted to make sure that I was able to make a small signet for him. Just, you're now officially my representative here in Shademark.
He already was.
Very good.
okay. So, Almiaz and Iskren, having regained a semblance of sanity around you,
Don't look up.
Okay, so yeah. So Amias, where is it that you're going again? Here, where we are now, right? To this tower.
That's where we docked.
Okay, and we shouldn't be here, correct? Or should we?
You can be here, and I can instruct the crew to not let anyone foreign to the ship now board, while I go and make a last round.
All right.
of
How
the
long
boat.
will it take you before you come back? What do you think?
Give me 2 hours.
2 hours. Okay.
One question, both to GM and Amias. Where is the front line of the fighting right now?
right now it's relatively calm. At the moment, like most of the incursions happen around this area.
DL, okay.
DL.
The right bottom
Yeah,
corner.
okay, yeah.
And that is like things coming in this
And
path.
are the walls still intact? Did we see that
The
while
walls
flying over?
are still intact at this part. There is, of course, no real gates to speak of here or here.
Why put in walls?
Well, they are old walls. They
Okay.
were there.
Yeah, and I assume where the floating island fell, there's no wall left.
There's rubble.
It's difficult terrain. Check.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Next question: Did we actually get to craft on the ship or not?
You have time to craft if you want. So
One
He's no
question, because
smithing.
my crafting was reduced to for my personal use was simply converting gold to boost. The question is how much I was able to craft, because it was 1 gold per 5 liters of kefir. I'm just crafting kefir, not the kumis.
mhm.
But I'm not sure how much I'm
you
able to
should
produce.
you should leave it overnight
Mhm.
with the fermenting process kicking in, and then it gets better and better as time progresses, and you can let it ferment more. I think you can do up to like 20 golds worth of kefir.
So that's 100 liters of
Yep.
kefir. Okay, I can do that, and I can just put it in wineskins and let it ferment on itself.
Yep.
Okay, so I've basically got an unlimited supply of kefir for myself and whatever I want to use. Check.
Yeah. If
I rem-
go ahead.
I remove 20 gold. I add infinite kefir.
Okay, I'm
If there,
going to skip down to Xantarot for a second. Big C.
Yeah.
This is Boros airship.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
I am feeling fine. I will use my eagle vision to look over the um, railing
Mhm.
and peer into the not into the abyss, but into the distance to see if I can spot anything. Maybe see if I can see anything that I can find at. It will always look back. See if I can find something at a battlefield.
Mhm.
If something's
Well, as you're flying and you spend some time looking, you notice that sometimes there are like incursions of these lizard-like beings. They scurry around. They seem to be larger than most of the lizardmen that you are used to.
Mm-hmm.
And Flex and Braid, one of the lizards on board of the vessel, is regarding you with keen interest, like approvingly.
So there's one of the lizards on board.
Yes, Flex and Braid. It's
Um,
a slightly blue-hued. You would suspect that it had something to do with either um, the Izzet or it's a free clanner. And he's clearly attired for airship work.
Hmm?
Slightly more civilized than you like him, but seems a capable hand on board. He gives you the glance up and down, and Draconic says to you, "So why are you hanging with this crew?
I
What's
could
it to
ask you the
you?"
same. I could ask you the same question.
It took me in. I was captured. Some bandits took me from my. Well, we have a small commune. It's about a day's travel out, and ever since those crazy one-eyed things came about, mm, it's
What
been
one I
rough.
think?
There's like um, there's like these things coming from the Merc nowadays, and I don't. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like it is natural. They are. Sometimes you see cyclopses in service of Boros or the Orzhov, and some Gruul clans also use them. But these things, they are like, they feel like they were lizard folk once, and now they are savage, brutal. They don't take prisoners. They don't do hostages. They come and they kill. And my colony, we secluded ourselves and we built defenses. And occasionally I hear from them, but it doesn't look well. If this problem is not stopped in some way, I don't think my group will survive. We don't have the resources that these Orzhov or these Selesnians have. We don't have the armies that these Boros have. I'm here for my survival. This is
Where are they? Can you draw me a map? I am particularly good with maps, so I can try to figure out if my tribe can possibly make a detour and pick them on their way. Is your commune able to hold themselves in a war?
we have thus far. There's a lot of the one-eyed reptiles, but we've managed. We've got our queen. She's ferocious on the battlefield. See that you have uh, your own dinosaur.
Well, it's not mine, it's Iskrin's, but
Hmm.
we do.
We have a number of similar beasts in our service, and they break up most of the attacks. But we've always escaped most of the attackers because we are but few, and Shademerk is big, and there is a lot of people to kill.
It's an interesting thing to know. I think maybe it is a smart idea for me as a new chieftain to have a talk with your queen. And as your question as to why I wander around with this bunch of Boros and Orzhov people and cow, I wasn't planning on doing so from the start, but after a while they kind of grow on you, even the uptight fuckers.
Yeah, they do that. We have one of those guys on board. His name is Francis, I think. He's very, very human. Why
Yeah,
is he so human?
yeah. I mean, we have a human, but my god.
Are you sure?
He is shiny. And he is shiny to a fault.
Oh no.
But you know, that's one of the things. I rather have a shiny knight next to me that I can absolutely trust that he will do the right thing in combat than a lizard who can try to chop my head off any minute.
Oh well. You can't always choose your allies.
That is correct. But sometimes we can't, so give me a map. I will give you a map. Let's draw. Where is your commune?
He jots down on a map, and indeed, it's like just about a day's travel on foot outside of Shademerk.
I use this ability.
You passed near to it, but you felt a strong aversion to going closer. Probably a spell or something that one of their magic users laid upon it. But you can envision the area quite well. You probably get yourself there without too much trouble. You file that away under future plans.
Duly noted.
Going over to Vulta, if you don't have anything else to say to Flax and Braid.
Not necessarily at this point.
He'll still make some chit chat with you. But shifting to Vulta. Vulta, what are you doing on board of the vessel?
I'm trying to make that medallion locket thing for Taurio.
What are you using?
Well, I was thinking of, first of all, the things he gave me for
Mhm.
putting into the locket. Then I would like to use, I have a talon of a dragon, so I can get it into the claw, like something to hold it.
I still have a head of a dragon if you want one.
Yeah, you can use, I always, I'm
Always like getting head.
always interested in head, my boy. The talon of the dragon. And I would like to use the fluff of the fluffy mane I also have to grasp it like something like to hold it together.
Want some of
And-
my mane?
Mm, no, I'm not interested in shaving you. And I would also like to use
Prepare for the bald lizard.
a bald lizard. And I also perhaps I can use the bones of a large dwarf to make something out of it. Like I can hold it to. Do I have enough bones to make? How do you call this? The rope of the medallion, so I
You
can
mean the chain?
the chain. I lost my the chain.
Chain.
The chain.
Yeah. It's not easy to do that. Bones have a natural tendency to not like being rubbed together a lot.
But
Uh,
like
you
chain together
could-
finger bones or something like that.
You could use sinew or something to facilitate it and make it like alternating loops.
Yep. Do I have those things? Moment, I'm going to check. Core.
I also
Well,
still have
you
the
might not have sinew on you, but our dear friend Santarot does collect meat.
Yeah, and I have a silk rope. Can I use that in my?
Silk and bone.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That would work.
I also still have the tooth of a lizard fish if that can help.
Is it a cow-eating lizardfish?
It's a ward against cow eating lizard fish.
If you want, I can add that too.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, what was the exact wording? It was it's a tooth of a lizard fish with my name on it.
Mhm.
That's what you crafted.
Yeah, I gave that to you. Yeah, it did help, didn't it? You didn't get attacked by lizardfish since then.
Indeed, it worked.
Indeed, it worked.
worked.
So
It worked
so-
like a charm.
yeah, that's what it is. So so let's get things together, shall we? Oké, dan heb ik 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 dingen die ik daar ga insteken. 1, 2, 3, dus 4, 5, inderdaad, 5 dingen.
Okay. How do you prepare for this?
Wel, ik ga mij klaarzetten. Ik ga the statue, take out the statue of Autumn Willow and of Freya Lees, the thing I used to pray to Freya Lees, which is also the statue of Freya of Autumn Willow. So, I will try.
Well, it's like a Matryoshka doll. Like it's all in there.
Yeah, I will.
Now I will pray to this one.
I will take out my bone carver kit,
Mhm.
and I will close the door so I don't get distracted. Put myself somewhere really, really quiet.
Mhm.
Start with a small praying like, please help me, Freya Lees and Autumn Willow, in crafting this for my friend, and I will get slightly started.
Okay, so without any additional bonuses that you have, so you'd have to check on your own
Ja, heb ik nog bonuses?
You get 5d6 for this.
5d6.
Normaal gezien hebben we wel bonussen, denk ik.
Ja, ik ben zelf een artisan. Dus cunning artisan. Harvest bone en ja.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, they count as higher quality. So let's say 66.
66, oké. Kan ik nog iets?
Do not fill this!
Ja, maar ik ben aan het zien dat ik nog iets kan doen.
All the ones.
Can I try to first really spend all my focus in it, so I make sure that my hands are steady and I can...
Okay, so you actually sit down, you pray to Freyalise, you pray to Autumn Willow, you envision what you want to make for Taurio, you get your thoughts together, you lay out your tools, you take a deep breath in and out, focus, make sure that you're using all the right stuff to do it.
Mhm.
Okay, make the roll.
66, right?
66.
Wacht, ik ga het zo doen. 5 en 1.
Nice.
Wow.
Very nice. Okay, so it takes you a while. You are interweaving, you are puncturing through the bone, you are making sure that every bit just hits that right spot where it should be. You work in the tooth with Taurio's name on it. You manage to make it so that it actually reads Taurio to the front. There is this very intricate thing that you're doing with the fluffy tuft of mane. You're stitching it down with some bone glue. You're really just working it into like this almost pearl-like substance. And there is a jewel quality to the item that you're crafting, even though you're using very organic material. And before long, you do get like the basic shape and essence of the thing, the way you want it to be. And you come away with it, and there is a faint green glow to this entire thing. The feeling of renewal and rebirth just permeates this amulet.
Nice. When I'm done, I will thank my spiritual guidance of Freya-Lise and Autumn Willow, and I will try and find Sorval on the ship, Tario on the ship, just to hand it over.
Yeah, you find Taurio. He's fermenting milk.
Yeah, I'm going towards the brewery, and I
Can't
will.
milk those.
Yeah. I will ask if he got milk, and no.
I
I
have.
will. Yeah. I will enter and I will say, Taurio, I have something for you. And
Dario looks up.
yeah, and I will present the medallion and let this be a memento of my friendship to you. And I will pass it over his head, and I will say, this will keep you safe, and then will remember you that you are a special bull.
The bull gives a bear hug, trying not
Oh.
to squeeze the little lizard.
Okay.
I squish towards the ceiling. No.
So, as he puts it on your neck, it feels kind of like, I don't know if you've ever put like essence of mint on your skin, but it gives like this very cooling sensation. Like not painful, but just suspiciously cold.
Vaporub.
Is it like basking in the glow of Razia?
There is something to it. It doesn't feel like the glow of angels as much as it does like a cold winter morning in a forest.
I've recently discovered what a forest is, so
This is a magical item. You don't know what it does. Vilta made it. You can attune to this if you so choose.
I so choose. I mean, it has the feathers of Feather and Razia.
Okay. So this amulet gives you 5 points of healing if you are injured every turn for 10 turns, once per long rest.
That's fucking nice. And what's the name of the amulet?
This is, shockingly enough, the Amulet of Realis.
Also
With
known
Boros angel feathers. Check.
This
Well-
is like he was very much angling for that. He
Wolf's
used
gift.
very, very powerful magical ingredients. This is what it does.
Okay, so once per long rest, it heals for 10 turns, 5 hit points per turn. Correct?
Yep. Which
Oh,
means
yeah.
if you go down, this will put you back on your feet.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
you also have disadvantage on arrows. No.
So no death ward for Tario. Check.
Amias, your conversation with Iskrin has run its course.
Yeah, sure.
Jorrit, does this need a bonus action for activation, or
It is a reaction if you are injured.
so the moment I take damage, this starts?
The moment you take damage, you can choose to start this.
Okay, check.
I think we just part ways
Yes.
with me telling him to be careful if he should leave the ship.
I am leaving the ship as soon as but I will be careful.
Wear a cloak, change your mask.
As
Or
as
don't
you
wear a mask.
yeah,
Don't worry.
as you exit the ship, Amias, you are accosted by one of the sergeants on duty. It's like this large bull, and he has like this tribal tattoo on his shaven shoulder, and he's
Tim!
like, "Ugh, Captain,
Yes,
you have returned."
I have, but it will not be for long. Please do make sure the ship is resupplied. We will be leaving shortly. I will make a last tour of the posts.
Your companions, have
My
they been found
companion.
safe? I can smell Taurio.
Yes, but keep it for yourself now.
It is
They're,
not to be spread around.
Indeed, it is not to be spread around. Uh, I still have some more stops up the hierarchy to make.
If our friends would like to leave the vessel, that would be completely okay with me. I'm pretty sure that nobody around will doubt me, Captain.
And you notice that he had been trying to speak properly, and it's all gone to shit again. You've been trying to train him to like be that sergeant that you could rely on, but there is no hope for this cow.
We can't
You
all
know,
be the magnificent cow Taurio grew up
yes,
to.
I put a bounty out on Taurio for money. If I find Taurio myself, do I get to claim my bounty?
You will have to pay yourself. But please
Runs on board.
do tell me who accepted the bounty you placed.
Me.
And out of character, where in the Boros Legion are the bounties posted, and who goes over them, and how does this thing work?
Amias is going in his head listing all the violations he's done.
I think there's going to be another disappearance today of some
Basically,
certain nondescript sergeant.
You are always free to post such things as long as you put up the money yourself. And stay within like the legal bounds. It's not like, hey, my ex kicked me in the groin, I would really like someone to hunt her down. That's not exactly Boros territory. But in this
Why
case,
you
the bounty
That's
was
Gruul
posted
territory.
for finding, or not. The bounty was posted for finding a missing cow / brewer / friend, in that order. And that's perfectly well within bounds. So basically, anyone could do that. It is
But is
the
there a
priority
central
given to
administration?
it by the Legion is where the shift lies. So the fact that there's posters up around town asking for, oh fuck, Sorval is a deserter and should be hunted down and hung from the city gates or something, I don't know. And there's also posters out there for, we really miss Taurio, please bring him back.
Have you any knowledge of who posted the Zorval bounty?
GM is being sneaky.
No.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it must have been someone like high up.
Looks at no one.
You are our captain. You are high up.
I will inform for you. But as for now, please do not make anyone enter the ship. Resupply the ship. I will be back in about 2 hours' time. We will be leaving shortly after.
That is good.
And I turn on my heel and I run back in because I forgot. Clan Chief, a word.
Yes.
You have the freedom of movement, and I heard a little bird say that you have some mercenaries who are staying in the Wicker Goat now. Maybe you could use this little time to chat with them and go over your plans.
Right.
Or those are mostly his mercenaries, and I look at Tario.
Can you specify which mercenaries are? Because there were multiple groups. Is there a bunch of minotaurs among them?
We're the
Oh, the
Minotaurs.
there was a bunch of minotaurs, but they've been escorted to Sunhome on like Riddiger's orders.
They what? Who was Ridiker? There was
The guy who got bullied by the dynamic trio.
No, we were just better than him.
that fucker.
He couldn't fight.
We know we need those cows back. Put up a new poster. Have you seen our cows? Have you seen our herd?
Have you heard of our herd?
Have you heard of a herd?
Herd.
Yeah. So what?
Seems like this Rudiger has to stop working the printers.
Yeah, I look at Amias to check from. Can we get them back somehow? Can we get a counter message?
I will set some things in motion, and with that, I leave.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
One question, GM. Does money help in getting this pushed faster in the Boros Guild?
Sometimes.
Is there a set amount? Because
Hold on to your thoughts as you're thinking this.
Does an angry
This
lizard help?
large black cow approaches you, like tears running down his face, going like, Dario!
I brace myself.
I help with the bracing.
Yeah, it's needed. Where have you been? Did Sorval mistreat? Do you still have alcohol?
I take off one of my kefir flasks.
Ooh, fresh.
Yeah, you should have waited a moment, but okay.
Oh,
I give him another one. Here's one for later. Let it sit for a while. In my mind, I see the Capri Sun back like.
Sorval, yeah, you see this.
I'm just going to continue on with Krovek. But one thing before we continue on with the rest after this, Sorfal wants to have a word with Volta.
Sure.
Just
But
so you know.
but GM, so the Minotaurs have been sent away, but the other mercenaries, I forgot the name, the one Sorval recruited,
The Iron Brotherhood.
the Iron Brother, they have arrived. Or they are in the what was it? Where were they stationed? In the Wicker Goat?
Well, there's mercenaries in the Wicker Goat. That's
Okay.
the place that you pointed them to.
So yeah, I assume I'm the one who's got some free movement, so it might be best if I check it out.
Okay. That is high level punning.
That joke upon that joke.
Hey, welcome to my life.
I will be going to the Wicker Goat.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be joining.
While walking, Dario, how many fanboys do you have?
I'm a popular cow, okay? I mean, have you seen these magnificent horns?
I would have responded a million.
Yeah, okay, but I'm not a dad. Sorry.
But before Xantarot leaves this place, is Xantarot leaving now?
I think you still have some time to because Sorval also wanted to tackle Volta still before anything else happened.
Yeah, I have to ask a thing to Xantarot, but I also had then to ask first you a thing. So, the Orzovian Temple.
Yes.
Who is ruling this place now?
Currently is being held by Velgar Brighthand.
By Velgar, okay.
He's a Triton.
Yeah.
He had his hand bit off by a rotworm.
Yeah.
And ever since, he has conjured a ghostly hand from which he derives his nickname.
Okay.
He is the guy that also tried to defend as well as he could when people were breaking in and stealing the artifacts in the basement of the temple.
All right.
And he was a guy that actually managed, like his guard compatriots, to hold off his attacker.
Okay. And he's taking over from this Galvan guy.
Well, no, Galen used to be the Orzhov representative.
So what is Velgar an Orzovian or not?
Velgar is in the service of the Orzhov.
But the temple is an Orzhov temple.
It's an Orzhov temple, yeah.
Okay, very well. All right. Okay.
He's like the best mercenary they could hire, basically.
All right. And we have been there before.
Yes.
I remember. Okay.
You were there, you went to the basement, you saw several treasures related to the planeswalkers that sealed the Nephilim, and then these treasures were stolen. There was an entire bit
correct,
where...
correct. They were like a little army of hordes of people there, or what is it?
There was a decent group of defenders, but mainly spirits were the defense system. These were banished by the attackers.
Okay.
Leaving, of course, the guard to be overwhelmed.
Correct.
Except for Velgar.
And they have never returned, as far as we know. the spirits?
You've been out for a month.
For a month. Yeah, I'm
You
actually.
can check with Amias. Amias would confirm, like, yes, the Orzhov have heightened security there again,
Uh-huh.
mainly due to the lizard attacks.
Yeah.
So now there is a okay-ish defense force. You would guesstimate some like 20, 30 people, highly trained, and then like another 30 rather green.
But no spirits anymore.
Those people that need a toilet break. It's yeah, we've been at it for about an hour. If you want, we could do a toilet break.
Okay.
Isn't the gathering of Orzhov like a murder?
Only if it goes well.
So were there spirits or not, or we don't know?
Be
What-
right
what
back.
was- Ah, yeah, correct. There were spirits.
There were spirits.
There were spirits.
All toilet break.
At least that is what the Orzhov will tell most people.
All right. And this Welger now is so he's not an Order of Cleric, but he's an Order of Mercenary, and he's protecting this
Orzhov Mercenary. Yeah.
temple. And okay, very well. All right. Okay. Then yes. Then I want to speak with Xanthros before he leaves, since he's the one not taking a toilet break. Unless you DM want to go, I don't know.
No, I'm good.
Okay. So Xanthros, I understand you are going to get some mercenaries or something in the Wicker Goat
I'm going to talk to them.
to talk to them.
See what they're up.
And do you remember how many there were?
Absolutely no clue.
Okay. Do I remember how many there were, DM?
You didn't really go to the Irome Brotherhood.
Okay.
I think that was a Tario thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you think something around 50, 60? Or are we talking much less?
We're talking like 50-60 would be the Minotaur group.
Okay.
This would be 200, I think.
200. All of them at the Wicker Goat.
Yep.
Okay, probably then camped outside, or do they all fit in the Wicker
Oh,
Goat?
the Wicker Goat is a massive building.
It's a massive building. Okay.
The tavern part of the Wicker Goat is 3 floors.
All right. Then, so Xanthros, when you say this is more of a Tario thing, do you mean that you have no leadership on these people, or do we? Do you also?
I think Tario was the one who struck the deal. But in the end, I don't think it will actually matter who has leadership over them, as long as we pay them.
Ah, yeah, very well. So, do you feel like taking this position of leadership over them?
Sure.
Very well. Do you think that then, in 1 hour or 2, you could have at least 100 of these men outside of the old temple?
Most likely.
Very well. Then make it so, please.
Noted.
Just outside, not aggressive, just there, present.
Okay.
All right? Okay.
Which men are we talking about?
Some men, I don't know, you can choose Minotaurs or Iron, Brotherhood, whatever you got. Just 100 men outside of the temple.
I'm not sure how many the Iron Brotherhood was.
Yeah, you
in
see. Bring what you can outside of there. 1 or 2 hours time.
Okay.
All right? Okay.
Is there a way for me to contact you?
Well, you if something needs to happen, you will see it. But for the moment, I just need them there.
The temple was at the letter U?
You, yes.
Yes.
Yes. And
what can we expect?
hopefully
at the
nothing.
temple?
Hopefully nothing at all.
Give me. I'm Boros. Give me the worst case.
Worst case, we have to make sure that justice is served.
And against justice stands.
For putting things in the right place.
I'm asking what's the opposition? The guy on the other guy of our pointy ends.
I think maybe 30 veterans and 30 greens.
Okay.
Okay, I got this.
All right. Okay, very well.
I mean, at this point in time, Iskrin,
Yes.
I don't think you have to be cryptic with us.
I'm not cryptic at all, but I'm really hoping, and I will do my best so that there is no conflict, because I'm actually opposed to conflicts. I prefer order more than chaos. So I will
Voltaire,
try to.
roll me an intelligence check.
Not lost.
Sad lizard noises. Intelligence.
That's your best stat, dork.
Classic Volta.
It wasn't too bad.
It was above 10.
You know that while Iskrin is generally a proponent of dialogue, they also have a tendency to go for the throat when the enemy least expects it.
Yes.
Your suspicion of the worst case scenario involves murder.
That Vulta
You
is an
believe
expert, but Vulta is the next person I need to talk to.
Yeah, I am an expert in Orsorvian negotiations.
Perfect.
Especially the bad situations.
Very well. But
The foul murders.
but the discussion with Vulta would be separated from this discussion. So
We call. I can also make the bodies disappear in a strange.
okay, so are we having this discussion
terrible
then?
way.
Are we having discussion now? Okay, so I will thank Xantro Tentario for this, and then I will take Vulta separately. And I would say, I seem to have understood that you can turn into a ghost or something like that.
Well, yes, if
Very
you
well.
want.
So
yes.
there is a little infiltration mission that you and me should take care of. And this is, for the moment, 100% purely information gathering.
Information gathering, and
Yes.
where are we going?
Me and you and Little T will sneak inside the temple.
Truly.
Wait. Don't worry.
Wait
It's
for it.
just you, me, and
And
my dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yes.
Aren't you wanted? And if I'm not mistaken,
I'm unjustly wanted. Yes.
yeah.
Link starts playing.
We all believe that, and I wink.
Yes.
Unjustly, yes.
I tell him. Are you feeling all right? Your eyes moving with that. Okay.
No, that's so. And then
yes,
you want me to go inside the temple, guarded by ghosts, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, you will not see me. I will be waiting for you. I will be already inside, and I will be next to the person that we need to spy upon.
So, if you're next to the person we should spy upon,
you will not see me though.
Yeah, why should I be in the temple?
Because if things go wrong, then you should do what you do best. And by doing this, you will save many lives.
Sorry, dat was bij nodig.
So,
geen probleem.
If I understand you correctly, many lives, you mean one. If these things go bad, the guy we should spy upon, will become a ghost.
Well, for sure, his body will cease to breathe. But this is 100% the last result that I want. I will try to make this person reason. If reason cannot be a solution, unfortunately, we will have to.
Okay, and who are we talking about?
Welgar.
Welgar.
Yes.
Have I seen him already? Is it one of the?
Welgar, you were there as well on the recon of the old temple.
Yeah. The old temple of Arcadius Shabbat, of the old temple of the Orzovian?
The old temple of the Orzovians.
Okay. And he's currently in the leading position of the temple.
That's my understanding, yes.
As far as the party gets it.
Ja. Wacht, hè. En welke nummertje is dat bij de...
U.
U. Well, okay, because I wanted to visit the. I wanted to visit
Yes.
the
The thing
grove.
is,
So
you need to be
yeah.
in position. You will not hear from me. You will definitely not see me. You will only
Okay.
see me once you are there with him.
And how do I know that things go south?
Well, I will appear so I can talk with him.
Look to the east.
Look at these.
I
So
will be in the same room and I will be with him and we will be talking. And I will trust that you are there somewhere hidden, ready to act. So I will not know if you are there unless we have telepathic ways to communicate with each other, which I don't think we have. I will just trust that you are there.
What's
yeah,
the panic word? Choose
yeah,
bondage.
yeah. I was just. How do I know that you are in trouble?
But it's very easy. I mean, if everything goes all right,
Uni-
you will be there in the same room. You will be listening
Universal danger sign.
to our conversation. I
Okay.
will be with Belgar. You will be listening to our conversation, and you will see it. If at one point he says, "That's it, traitor. Here goes your head," well, I guess that's the moment you spring into action.
Okay. Okay, fine by me as long as I can go to the Grove of Freya Leaves after.
Of course, of course. Well, that's
Fine.
very well. Um,
Okay.
but then we
Um,
should be doing the. I mean, after you speak, I think Thor will speak with you. After you speak with Thor, we should be going because in between 1 or 2 hours, we need to be ready there.
Okay,
okay.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Okay.
I go towards
Gonna.
Sorval.
I'm actually gonna shift to Sorval first before you get to him. Like, see if
Okay.
he wants to do something still, and then we'll get you with Sorval. Then we'll get Iskin with Sorval, and it'll be a gay old time.
Well, I've just been busy with Grovek going over his booklet.
It's very interesting. There are a lot of things that come really close to the truth.
Mm.
Like your heroic deeds. There is the fact that you are actually probably directly related to several angels. There is a, a very interesting bit where you clearly didn't betray the Legion, but you actually put your friends first because they needed your help, and you were the only person that could, with your bare hands, open a portal to a different realm.
Yeah, that's exactly how it went.
Yeah, it's basically while the mines were collapsing around you,
Yeah.
like you would have died anyway if you hadn't done it, except your survival, so you would never have died. But your friends might have died, and that would have made you sad. So you
Yeah.
chose the easy way out and just tore the fabric of reality and brought them to a different realm where you had
Yeah.
sex with a multitude of things. Um,
That
some of them
will
defy
not have been.
description, but most of them
No,
have
that
breasts.
will not have
Um,
happened. That will
Okay,
not
so
have
you
happened.
have erased that from the
Yeah.
notes. So less Captain Kirk and more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's a very noble tale of self-sacrifice where you
yeah.
put your career on the line to make
Yeah.
sure that your friends
I
get through it.
I will also make sure that there is a part written about how I am a master blacksmith who creates his own armor and such, and that of his companions. That
And
kind of
your
things.
your classic encounter with one of the Blade Lords of the Strange Realm, an ancient vampire that you had brought to the very brink of defeat, who then decided to dedicate his service in bettering the realms just for your sake,
Well,
rather than you taking his head.
I will when it's about Sengir, I will
Oh, no
write it.
names are mentioned.
No, but when I
It's
notice
just
that it,
very, very close to the truth.
yeah, I will
Very
just say that the
practically
battle
happened.
was that I will just say that the battle was fierce. But yeah, okay, that's good enough. Um,
Pardon.
uh, I want to say something else, but I can't remember. Why can't I remember? Okay, I will be sure that the part about me defeating 100 of those beings in the other realm
Oh
will
yes,
be
yes.
mentioned.
He
And
hadn't put that in the notes. That is entirely new information, but
yeah,
completely believable.
and I will just say that I could have killed more, but the portal was collapsing, and I had to make sure that I got back here to be able to continue the fight.
So you are actually saying that
all of Shademerk could have been destroyed by these beings that came through because they are even worse than the one-eyed lizards that we are currently fighting. These are even more primordial forces at play.
Yes. And I will also mention that there is.
Thanks, Sorval. Sorval was there to save
Yeah.
us.
I will, however, also mention that there's an even bigger threat coming,
Oh no.
which we can only fight if we all unite as one. With me at the head, of course.
Of course, this is the
then I
most
will.
logical
Then
way of
I
action.
will. Then I will mention the Nephilim. What was, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he leaves through his notes, which he's holding next to his leaflet.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I did some research. I did some digging. I discovered
Nice.
things about this Nephilim
Tell
thing.
me.
Apparently, back in the olden days, the barbaric predecessors of the Gruul worshipped these Nephilim, and they would lay waste to vast swaths of the planet, and they would eventually be stopped by the Parons forming a guild pact.
Hmm?
This is, of course, you notice the rules that bind our laws
Yes, of
into
course.
reality. This empowered the magic of the guilds to beat back these horrible beings, and it turns out that one of them was too strong for the guild pack to actively overpower.
Hmm?
And then a group of planeswalkers came and sealed it underneath this very city part. This caused part of the city to uproot and become the Blessed Shade, as we know,
Yes.
the islands that float above, um, and made holes in the ground, which are what we now know as the Murk.
Hmm.
This led to interesting phenomena such as Tritons, which is apparently a race, um, coming to the surface, and
Yes.
um, Murkfish, a local delicacy of Shade Murk, my research tells me, um,
Yes.
becoming available for eating.
Ah.
This the planeswalkers involved brought their pet vampire or something, I don't know, and worked their magic through him, using him as an integral part of the seal. Um,
Oh.
Apparently, the vampire didn't like that very much, but I have written down this is another story for another time. Will probably be
Yes.
defeated by Sorval at some point. Um,
Uh, of course.
but the planeswalkers involved, like we know for certain, there
Yeah.
was the Wanderer, who fought with a very strange blade, thin
Yep.
and single edged, and Freya Lys, a green mage who has a grove dedicated to her out here in Shadeburg, and Leash Rock, uh,
Yes.
the Walker of Nights. I don't know. Someone has to be doing the red light district things, I guess.
Yeah. Yes.
Um, I don't really know who else was involved, but those are the notes that I have on that basic
Well.
recourse. The being that was sealed underneath here
Yes.
was known as the gnashing agony or something.
Hmm. Well, you've done very good research. Um,
I'm an
I'm very.
expert investigator. I
Yes.
go,
True. True.
ancient
But
beings, who are they? Where did they come from? How did they live?
yeah. Yes. But it's very hard to research like that.
Aliens.
In to antiquity. But I can tell you that one of the planeswalkers that was involved was Jared Cartelian,
Hmm.
Shadow Mage. Um,
Jared Carthelion,
yes.
Shadow Mage. Oh, didn't you have an affiliation with him? Wasn't he your pet friend?
Yes, he was my patron. However, we
Hmm.
came
Even
across
better. So he gave you money.
No
Sponsoring
powers.
your endeavors.
No.
This only builds your
He
legend,
gave
of
me
course.
he gave me powers, which is even better.
Mm.
However, was betrayed by a creature we came across, and he destroyed my connection with Jared Gartelian. But don't worry, I already took care of that creature. It was a very big snake.
A very big snake.
Yes, it actually destroying it actually made it so that I draw Frostbrand, say the word, and it flames come here. It says that it made sure that I now have even more powerful weapons.
Okay,
Yes,
good to know.
but now I am completely dedicated to Sarah.
Mm,
She's also a planeswalker.
okay.
Look into the Paladins of Sarah. It's a good topic.
Paladins of Serra.
Yes.
Magical word to make sword show power. Grayskull. No.
Ah,
Before I leave the ship,
Mhm.
I will go to Sorval, and I will say, Sorval,
yes. Big
I never thought I would I would say this, but I need you in the future to be your most uptight, bitchy persona you can be. I want you to channel not your inner, but your outer angel as well, as hard as you possibly can.
Okay,
Angel Hard.
I will do my utmost, Pixie. But why do you? Why now?
Well,
Hard like granite.
from what I have heard, is that angels are
True.
very revered in the Boros Legion.
Yes, and they should be revered over the entire plane of Ravnica.
Debatable, but yes. Um, so I need you to be as close to it as possible for in the future. I know
I
you're getting there, but we need more.
I will do my utmost. I will become an angel.
He needs you to be sparkly. He needs you to get your angel on.
Yes,
Ah,
but not only sparkly. I need him to be an even bigger annoyance for me than he already is. But I know it will benefit us in the long run.
I believe the word
uh,
you're looking for is inspiration.
I think that's indeed
Yes,
the word he's looking for.
indeed.
But do not worry, Furrow clansman. If anyone can bring civilization to you, it is Sorvo the
um,
Magnificent,
Krovik,
bringer of light, avenger of horrible deeds, slayer of the one-eyed python.
One-eyed Titan. Oh.
Yes,
With
I will
one
not.
hand.
Krovik, I have to say, Pixie is already well on his way to becoming civilized. I
He
just wink
also
at
has
Pixie.
matters well in hand.
That's also
Yes.
debatable, but yes,
Oh, but
I will
Krovik,
not and leave.
Krovik, why don't you go and
I will follow
finish the
this
booklet?
Santarot, who
Uh,
has shown interest in your growth.
Maybe leave him alone. He's at the
From a
moment
safe
going.
distance,
He's at the
while
moment
drinking
going with
beer.
our. Okay, fine, do that. And be sure to spread the word of Sorval.
Of course. And proclaim your innocence while I'm at it.
Of course, of course. Also, make sure that everybody knows that. What's his name? Rudiger is the most despicable legionnaire ever.
Um, I'm pretty sure I can have that put out, yeah.
And yay big.
Yes, and very small where it counts to the ladies.
He is under endowed, unfit to even cast a shade.
Yes.
Oh,
And even the merkfish would not bother with him.
Worms so tiny, unable to feed fish. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't always get NPCs that can do these things, but there are some NPCs that do. I, of course, mean no offense to anyone that has problems fishing. You have to do disclaimers nowadays on the internet. You never know. Mental health, guys. Mental health. So I do believe that there was still some people that want to have conversations before we move on with the story.
Yes, Sorval wants to talk
Been a
with
very conversational session. I like it.
Yeah. We can have those sometimes.
So,
so I
who's
enter.
next?
Thorval
Gotta go
again.
smash!
Go, Vulta.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, so Sorval will go over to Volta. Like, Volta, do you have a minute?
Well, the concept of time is not something I bother with, but yes.
Okay, do you have a moment then to talk?
Again, yes.
Okay, very good. So, may I presume that you have some contacts with a group called the Golgari?
How do you know?
Well, the way that you move and such does tell some things. Um, if
Like
I
when?
like when the way you move in combat, like you go into the shadows and reappear out of them. It's
It
just
is.
something that I suspected. Now you just confirmed it.
I didn't say anything. I just said that. Why
You
do
you
you?
asked me how do you know?
Yeah, how do you know?
Well, you just confirmed it for me. So yeah, but let's say hypothetically you have connections with that group. I'm not saying that you do, but what hypothetically?
I'm not saying that you do, but you do.
Yes.
Hypothetically,
Yes,
you do.
you look
Would
like
it
a rot
be
farmer.
would it be able to get into contact with that group hypothetically, and
Take care of a
maybe
problem for
let
money.
them
I'm
take care
hypothetical.
of a problem for me for an amount of money of
Well,
gold?
you want me to contact the Golgari for money?
No, if they want to do something for an amount of money, so I would pay them to do something for me. Of
Well,
course, this is hypothetically
hypothetically speaking, what do you want them to do?
to get rid of someone.
How the
Someone needs to
mighty
have an
have fallen.
unfortunate accident.
Sorval, do you? Well, I am intrigued, Sorval. Is this something you want to do? How unfitting of you, the mighty warrior, trying to dispose of somebody.
Well, let's say that that person has done me wrong,
Well,
and
all
I
you have
really
to
want
do
to
is
get
ask,
rid of him.
and I will gladly help to put some of your speed bumps out of the way.
It's actually more one speed bump.
So,
At the moment, I think he's actually in a somewhat more difficult region to get to. He's out of my range anyway.
out of your range, that must be pretty far, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, he's
Looks.
at the moment in a place where I cannot come. I mean, Sunhome is at the moment a place that I am not able to get into.
Sunhome. That's the realm of Sarah. No.
No, that's the headquarters of Boros Legion.
So you want to wait. Let me get this right. You want me to contact if I could
Theoretically,
contact contact the
hypothetically,
Golgari, to get rid of somebody inside the bastion of the Boros.
yes. Would that hypothetically work? It's just what I'm asking.
Why do you not ask the Boros?
I'm literally thinking,
Why do you not ask the law-abiding citizens to murder one of their own?
Yes, yes. No, I'm actually intrigued to believe that you will actually bend the law to get rid of somebody.
What's going on here?
well, he's already a lawbreaker in my
So,
eyes.
in your eyes, so perhaps there will be other people in the boroughs who will see this like a lawbreaker, or am I?
Yes, but it
This is not
might.
how the Boros works.
That's not how
Yeah.
the Boros work, and it might cause a break in the Boros Legion. And we cannot have that at the moment.
Hmm. Yes, and then let's say that if I could do this, what is in it for me? And you see some kind of glimpse of Iskren in my eyes. What is in this for me?
You see gold coins in his eyes.
Ding ding.
A small perch is starting to flicker.
What
Like,
would you like?
hmm, what would I like from you, Sorrel? Hmm.
Wings. Ask for the wings.
Have you ever been dancing naked on top of a roof?
No, no, no. Perhaps I could. Perhaps if I could do this favor for you, perhaps you could someday return the favor.
Of course.
All right then, name it. I have to. Do I have to make disappear?
Well, you've probably
Rudiger.
already heard the name Rudiger.
Rudiger, and then Rudiger something else, just Rudiger, and you see
Well,
Volta
GM.
putting up his slight pair of glasses, and then start
Pensioné.
Rudiger.
Rudiger,
Let
he's
me
at the
just
moment.
type it out for you.
Yeah.
Rudiger, the captain of the Sun Home.
The captain. Oh, ooh, you aim big, sort of.
Rudiger Absindek, the third.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
You're
they're,
not
they're really
someone you
imaginative,
are
the family.
vastly knowledgeable about. You've only recently come to hear about him, and mainly from Sorvo. You
Yeah.
could put your ears to the ground, learn some more if you would want to. It's not gonna be that difficult. There is a storied family there, so
Yeah.
yeah.
He's the fuckface that put the bounties
Yeah.
on Starval. I'm not sure. Iskrim was a ghost console, right?
Probably.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
So I just want to make sure that the problem disappears. I don't care how.
Could you roll me a D100, Sorvo?
Uh, I'm good with those.
Karmic retribution. Here it comes.
Karma is a bitch. You will see this.
Why is it not rolling? Oh.
Okay. Yeah, no. Nothing happens.
I know this goes against Sarah and such, but
Yes, let's make this absolutely clear that you are falling from grace, and I hope your wings can carry you to a swift landing. Still waiting on the D100.
I think it's rolled to GM. I think.
Yeah.
damn, why is it clicked on? Whatever. Sorry. But yeah, of course, Volta, this is hypothetically because you don't have a connection to them, do you?
You see me like go, If I'm not mistaken, you know that I am cruel.
Yes,
All right.
I
Should
know that you're
anything
cruel.
happen, should anything happen, you can always believe it was me.
Yes, I would. If something happens to him, I would owe you a favor.
The worst thing is it actually it works within the tenets of glory. That's the I hate this.
Maar wat is er gebeurd net? Ik kan niet meer volgen.
Okay. As a paladin, you have to uphold certain oaths, or
Moral
you are not a
compass.
paladin anymore.
Yep.
And this is like action over words,
hmm
challenges are but tests, hone your body, and discipline the soul.
Mm.
So these come down to like strive to be known by glorious deed, not words. Face
Mhm.
hardships with courage and encourage your allies to face them with you. Like Roststone, your body must be worked so its potential can be reached, and you must marshal the discipline to overcome failings within yourself that threaten to dim the glory of you and your friends. He's not actively going against any of these by asking you to assassinate someone because you are his friend and you're taking action over just saying, I'll kill you.
Wow, that's a
Mhm.
stretch.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it works. This is the shit. It's not like you have to be a good person. No, that it never says that you can't use underhanded means to do it. It's just like don't let it dim the glory of you. Don't be found out. If
All
people
right.
don't find out, it's perfectly fine.
He's projecting his inner Amias.
That's why everything is hypothetically.
Mhm.
Theoretically, if I gave you this bullet and this gun, could you?
Yes. Only you, me, and anybody else I could possibly tell will know that you
That's it.
tried to kill somebody.
You mean this poison? The poison we have for Rudiger. Rudiger's poison. The poison specifically meant to kill Rudiger.
Dear diary, Sorval asked me to kill someone.
He asks you hypothetically. Okay, and then I'll just be like,
All the
well,
Golgari assassins money can buy.
Okay.
Is that also going
like,
to end up in your booklet?
there's a
I'll make
reason why I made sure that Grovik was gone.
there's
I'm
also a
spreading the
reason.
good word.
Is that van Keizer Cusco, Jorrit?
Mm-hmm.
Filter, I think that you have some things to do, so I'll just leave you to them.
Yeah.
And I'll start walking away.
I will contact no no.
On that note, Volta, you are here.
Ah, greetings. Who do you want me to kill? And I
At
Who
this
is the next
particular
one on
moment,
the shit list?
yeah.
I'm useful. I'm helping.
at this particular moment, no one. I actually
Yeah.
just have a question for you.
Yes.
And it might be a stupid question, but it is a question I want to know the answer to.
I have no affiliation with the Golgat. No, no.
I definitely don't
Or
care
do
that you
you?
have.
What?
He knows that you have your Golgari shaman.
hmm Did you mention something about a Golgari shaman again to Sorval or not?
I didn't.
Oh, okay. And I didn't catch your question. Sorry.
What is it that you want now, Volta?
What I want now.
I
Well,
just became chief of the slits.
yes.
What is it you want within the clan? Do you
Well,
want to do you want to return or not?
you have noticed that I am not quite a gruel, right?
I do, but that doesn't matter for me.
No. But I have seen that all you guys have patrons. People that are trying to level you up or get you on a higher place. And I am trying to contact Freya Lees at the moment and
Are you?
see what. Yeah, I want to go to the Grove and see what I can do.
But are you trying to contact her at the moment?
No, not at the moment. I want to go first to the Orzorvian meeting.
Really?
Then
Is it
go.
what you want to do?
No, 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 no. And then
I want to meet up with the Orzov. This is a goal in my life.
I actually want to see
I
if
think they are very fascinating people who have a lot of interest in my well-being.
no, I do not.
So you want to contact Freya Lees?
Yes, I want to restore nature and get the balance of the world into a natural stance. I do not believe that this pact the pact that was first drawn between the clans was natural. There were things that weren't actually natural to my point of view, and I want a redrawing of that pact.
Okay. When you go to the Grove of Realis, allow me to accompany you. I think I can maybe assist in a way.
Okay.
If you ever want to come back to Slits Clan or so, just let me know.
I
I
will let
will
you.
I will have it a hole
Mhm.
for you where you can slither in if you want.
Yeah.
A rock to crawl under.
Yes.
No,
Unless-
no, a hole to slither into.
Yeah.
Let's not gloss over how very Alexander the Great this is getting.
Yes. I want to march elephants up my no.
I am crossing your Alps.
I am crossing your Alps. I am at your gates. Yes. Perhaps you should go to the Merkfries stocks so we can meet at the grove.
But first I probably will have to accompany Tario to the goat.
Okay. But like the wicked.
It's
This is
not
getting
getting better than
weird.
slithering into holes. I'm taking my cow to see a goat.
Exactly.
This is Animal Farm all over again.
Where are my boots?
It's Z. He's a simple lad. Okay?
We,
Alrighty.
we are a petting zoo, a hard petting zoo.
Very much so. Is anyone else still doing something on the airship now that people are leaving it?
Volvo will go.
If it's about doing stuff on the airship, then one question:
Mhm.
Can I consecrate one room into the airship as my own personal shrine of devotion to the powers of order, or to barons? I'm still not clear who my god is. like
It's hard coin.
to my magic. Basically, the question is this: in order to cast this spell, I need a sanctuary, like a place that is devoted to my religion.
Mhm.
So I'm pretty sure the Temple of the Order would qualify, but would also like my own personal place qualify for that?
I'm going to put you in the room where there is a beautiful purple carpet on the floor.
Sure.
This is also where the ship's vault is, like where they keep the coin required to pay out the crew.
All right.
It would be the most logical place in the ship for you to claim as your own domain.
All right.
Because he pays them. Okay.
No, because there's money.
Thanks for picking up the tab.
Hey, no problem. Okay, so can I then do this to sanctify this place as my sanctuary?
Of course.
All right, very well. So I will do so. And another thing then that I want to do on the ship. So everybody's about to leave, right? To do their own thing.
But their own thing or someone else's thing?
Or someone else's thing.
mostly,
Yeah,
mostly,
go.
mostly on your things.
yeah, no, that's fine. That's completely fine. So I will ritually cast. I don't know which one is better for what I want to do. So I will propose both of them to you, and then you can choose it. It's a ritual, so I don't spend a slot. It's the same. What I want to do is I will contact Baron Sengir, and I will tell him in a few hours, I go and claim what you promised me. I trust that you will be on my side when you are needed.
Dear Iskren, I am always on your side
Exactly what I wanted to hear.
when it is needed.
I will spiritually, physically, and mentally bow. And
Oh no, you don't bow. Stand straight and carry yourself with the pride that you earned. We are in this together, Iskren.
I will tell him.
It would be ridiculous to think otherwise.
I will tell him. Then keep your gaze fixed on me, my lord, for very soon I shall make you proud.
You feel his hand on your shoulder.
Thank God it's
just
your
like
shoulder.
pressing it down a little bit and going like, you already do make me proud. You have grown so much in so little time.
Is he calling me fat?
You have gathered great allies to your side. Cracks are showing. Things might shift. Responsibilities can call those close to you away. But fret not. I am here for you if you need me.
I cannot ask for more, my lord.
Yes, you can.
Okay, and then having done that, before Vulta leaves, I will say, please.
Do you know any Gorgari
No,
assassins?
no, no. We don't need Golgari assassin. Actually, I haven't followed that discussion. Like I wasn't premised, but I resent that. I could have done much better than a Golgari. But okay, Vulta, look
Yes.
inside this orb. I will take out my obsidian orb.
Look inside the eye of Sauron.
It's exactly that is exactly what it is. So look inside of it. I will take
And
my
it-
palantir, and and then I
First, I will put my claw on it. What will I see?
some things that happen, some things, and some things that have not yet come to pass. No, no,
In case
I'll be a
anyone
queen.
ever
Or
doubted
no.
you
how
will see.
fucking geeky we are, the
If
fact
it
that everyone died was a good indication.
if it works, you will see your target, and I will cast a scrying spell on Welgar to know exactly where he is now.
Welgar
Okay.
is currently
So
doing his devotions in
yeah,
the middle
wait,
of
I mean, I
his
don't want
temple.
I don't want to steal information. He is
You're
allowed.
not going to.
He's allowed a saving throw.
He doesn't.
He doesn't. Okay, well, that's great. That's it.
He's
So
doing his devotions in the temple. Basically, he's at the altar, middle of the place. Next to him, there is a laid out set of war gear. Warhammer,
okay,
a blade, a shield, heavy armor. There are some standing around him, fake presences in what you can see. But he appears to be hale, healthy. His body is crisscrossed with scars, but he doesn't seem any worse for the wear for them.
all right. This is where he is, Vulta,
Yeah.
and now let's go.
Okay, let's go.
So yeah, I don't know who first, so go for it.
So may I do one thing quickly?
Yeah,
Of course.
I will go to Ishko and be like, I think you're up to something dangerous.
I like
just no, I just put my hand on his shoulder. Just be safe.
okay. I will look at that hand and I will.
And I'll cast this.
All right. So my gaze of mild disgust turns into surprise, and maybe luckily I have a mask, maybe some tenderness,
Mm.
and like I would say, very quick and very low volume. Thank you.
I'll just nod and just be safe. Then I'll go away towards and begin repairing armor and such.
GM, before I leave the ship and go into the Wicker Goat, I do ask Amias the chain of the current chain of command in the Boros Legion.
For this area, it's Amias.
So
Chain
yeah,
of
Hey,
command is everybody reports up to
so
Amias.
Vulta, can you assassinate Amis? No, I don't.
What have I done wrong to you today?
Jay,
The Eastern
once
shit list.
once it goes beyond Amias, basically you're reaching like Sunhome, and then Angels, and then Razia.
and below Amias because
Below
it's more.
Amias, it would be people of your standing. Basically, you are at the level where you directly report to Amias.
Okay, so I've got my own cloud to swing around.
Oh yes,
Okay,
yes,
check.
and people love you.
That I know.
No, but
Obviously.
this is very important. You can have a lot of clout to swing around, but if people think you're an obnoxious bastard, they will do less for you.
Do I look like Sorval?
No, you're a cow.
I rest my case. Yeah, so
Also, you get the impression that the people that know Sorval in Shademerk don't appear to be hostile.
okay. Yeah, but I just want to make sure about the chain of command. So my actions that I'm doing is when moving out with sea is just getting a replacement plate armor for the moment and going to the Wicked Goat to get the mercenaries, because as I understand it, we're going to face off at the Orzhov Church to right some wrongs with one of the bounties that's been going around. That's Stario's understanding
Okay,
of the situation.
valid.
Yeah.
To a bounty
While
hunter.
while we're walking towards the temple or church, I want to know as much as I can about the target. Is he a magic user?
Okay,
Why?
so we will
Yeah.
not be walk. I will not be walking with you. This is the whole thing.
Okay.
So
Oh,
you, as I told you, you will see me there when the time is right.
okay.
As you leave the tower,
Mhm.
who exits the tower first?
Think me.
I think me and Big Z are leaving first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leaving the tower, you see a very familiar sight. There is this small carriage. There is a large orange painted at the back of the carriage. There is a green face with a small top hat, like a coat. The top hat has seen better days. There is a bandage. There are weapons where before there would be fruit. And there is this goblin just like leaning back, hanging back with his shabby, fancy dress turned battle gear. You want to ride?
I
Been a
toss
while, stranger.
I toss him a gold coin and I just say, the Wicked Goat, dude.
You notice?
I might have an orange or two for you. And OJ just saunters into the saddle and I was like, get in.
Tario does not object the orange.
I just follow Tario.
Yeah, I think you've met OG as well, if I remember correctly.
Possibly. Don't remember.
Crazy ass goblin giving oranges to everyone.
Do you
Yeah,
like an orange?
I mean, crazy ass goblin is not that special.
Yeah, that's not indicative, I know.
But I'll I'll take the orange.
It's a pretty good orange, suspiciously enough. Your cart ride takes you all the way to the Wicker Goat. Gonna go horizontal and Taurio. That's a bit away. So, Amias, where are you heading?
Wanted to go to the Wicker Goat, but instead I will take my rock and fly to the barracks.
Alrighty. You can also join to the Wicker Goat. This is perfectly valid if you would want to.
Might be best for my public image to be seen with Taurio as well.
Okay.
Smooching off my image, eh?
Of course.
I understand.
And with much pomp, I start tearing down every poster that's posted. Yeah. In the tavern.
Alrighty.
And I said, "Behold, gentlemen, fellow legionnaires, your beloved Taurio has returned
The
to the
Wicker Goat
defense."
is crowded beyond its normal standards. There is a bunch of rowdy-looking folk. They don't adhere to clan colors. You would probably presume them to be Gruul, but they appear to be more mercenary in approach of life. They are sitting back, roaring with laughter. There is one lady who is pretty tall, muscular. There is something off in her heritage. She doesn't look like someone that you would meet on Ravnica properly. She has like this massive looking sword on her back, and she is just slamming beers back, going like,
Yeah, I know that one.
and she looks over her shoulder.
Who do we have here? I would recognize that bull anywhere. You are that friend of that shiny person.
Yes.
I forgot his name.
Right.
I kept telling people I was asked by the Boros Legion to join in their war. So here I am, and they look at me strangely because I apparently do not speak their language somehow. But we have a translator.
And she like brings in like this Azorius looking bloke. That's the best way you can describe him. He's scrawny, he's all hunched over, he's got like this notebook, he's got these small spectacles that are perched at the edge of his nose, and he goes like,
Hello.
I,
Hello. The name is Sharu. I am a scholar, and I have studied the fascinating language of these people. I believe that is how you pronounce it in the language that they call Grothen. So, returned hero. These are people that are on your payroll.
they have been paid to help in the service of the Boros Legion and defense of Shademerk.
That is good to know. I will send you my bill forthwith.
Send it to the Legion.
Not easy. Learning a language from scratch.
I responded
Well,
all grat.
Lucky. I am
res-
a very talented scholar.
I responded all gratin. You had issues.
What did you say about my shoes? I will make a note of this and bill it to you. Anyway, it was a very interesting time already.
closes his notebook.
Now I'm going to use some of the alcohol this fine establishment proffers, and I hope you do the same. I wish you a good night.
Is what was it? Lans Kuskurit? the owner of the wicker goat?
Langur, I think.
Yeah, I got Lan Kuskurit, but it might be possible that I wrote something wrong.
Shrin, if you are on the tab of the Legion, you must know.
Langus Kurit.
See,
There
I
is-
got it right. Is
There's
he
no-
still here?
Yeah.
Okay. So while when I pass the bar towards the mercenaries, I hand over a few skins of kefir with the advice that it still needs to settle for a while.
But as you were chatting, Amias has some time
Mhm.
to do his thing as well.
Yes.
Amias.
Just wanted to point out that for Sharu, while you're on my tab, there's no drinking during working hours. And I take his pint from him and I down it in Taurio's honor. And with that, I leave for the barracks. And I stop at the door and pull the last wanted poster of Sorval from the wall. And take it with me.
Before Amias leaves, I shout to him, "Hey, Amias! Oh, Captain!
Chief,
Captain, my captain.
Oh, Captain, my Captain!"
All the movie references today. Don't you
Look.
forget about me.
I am captain now.
So,
Chief, tell me.
you just drank that bottle of kefir, right? Or that skin of kefir, right?
No, that was just a beer, not
Oh, that was
my
just a
ale.
beer. Okay.
Just an ale. Nothing out of the ordinary.
It is custom in Gruul tradition, and I have a slight feeling that this is the same thing in the Boros. During war or before war, drinks shall be had. So, tonight we will drink.
Of course. Tonight we will drink. First, I'm going to get sort of out of the hook.
Yes, and tonight I will see how true of a man you are.
fish.
I flop out the door.
Just making sure that Zantrot gets the head start and then coming back.
Of course. Pins need to be pushed.
I can also push a pen if you want.
The pen is pushed.
But what about the paper?
Everything will be pushed.
Yeah, that PG rating is going up to 18 now, I think.
Which PG? At this point,
It's over 9,000.
yeah. We're still being quite civil. I think this would be like PG-13. There's nothing that you can't explain as a parent in this scenario.
Yes.
He's
Hopefully.
pushing pens. A
True.
one-eyed
Yeah.
snake.
We're docking.
He's a
Don't Google
helicopter.
that.
For brevity's sake, I will just go to the barracks. I will read up on the reports that have come in today. Redistribute what needs to be redistributed.
Don't forget about the
And-
Minotaurs.
Forget about me.
Indeed, that will be one of the reports that I need to get.
Did you need extra gold for getting that in the fast lane?
We will see.
Yeah, I think that's more a question for the GM. But
This is more of a status thing. Depending where you are in the hierarchy, you fast lane shit quite a lot easier. Corruption generally is frowned upon.
yeah, but this is not corruption. This is more like putting it in. This doesn't even count as corruption. As in, we need this done. We need it done fast.
It is
But
corruption,
like
in a way.
It is corruption. If you go like, here is money, make it go faster, that's
yeah,
corruption.
but I'm
Circumvent
just,
the law for me. Okay.
no, I'm allocating it more like paying extra for a fast courier or shit like that.
Which would be corruption in this case.
No, that would not. If you
You're
pay for
You're passing it through the chain of command. That's a normal way of doing things. You want the chain of command to hurry up and give you priority by paying them.
No, it's like you send it with the normal post, or you send a fast horse. It's more.
Yes, but I don't think fast horse are better than slow horse. So,
Oh, wauw, dat duurde even.
it's a good sign that your mind is not in that gutter.
Oh, Lord.
There is hope for you still.
No, there isn't. But thank you for thinking.
Abandon all hope.
Okay, let's shift to our other friends. Sorval, you are working on the airship. Are there particular pieces you are working on first?
Especially my own armor, because that's
Mhm.
been damaged for quite some time. And then
Yeah.
I'll try to fix anything else that I have. Nobody actually left their armor with me or such.
This
So
kettle, that sword, this dog,
you know,
all
I have
fixed.
I have a plate
Your
armor that's
patient.
um, hacked in two.
Mhm.
So I'll try to restore that just to be able to use it as raw ingredient for an armor that I want to make for Dario.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
make you roll for that because you're
No,
just mending it,
yeah, I'm
basically.
just mending it. I'm just making sure it's in decent shape to reuse it as maybe a base for another armor.
I had no armor left to give you. It was dissolved.
Yeah, but nobody else gave their armor either, so which is normal because they all went out. So
I
And they
did
all
I
wear their armor.
I
yeah,
did I did I did leave my splint like your splint mail when I took a new set out of the armory.
yeah, I'll just
Smells
leave
like
that.
cow.
Yep,
Hmm?
just leaving that on the side because I don't really have use for it anymore.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I would not know what else I can repair. I mean, if I see any armor on board the ship that needs repairing, any weapons that need repairing, I'll try to repair them. Just make sure that everything here is
In
up
ship shape.
to is in battle ready condition.
No.
Thorvald is still afraid to show his face in case he gets not afraid. He's concerned that he would get
Arrested.
arrested, so he will not go out and maybe ask people for to bring some armor here or anything else for him to repair.
Yeah.
Also, he doesn't really have the facilities here to do much more. So
Duly noted. Then, Vulta, you leave probably ahead of Iskren.
Mhm. Well,
You head to the temple?
yep, towards the temple.
How are you going about it? Are you hailing a ride? Are you going on foot?
Well, I will try not to draw attention to myself and just walk towards it, but in a casual way, not drawing attention, not hurrying.
You mean in stealth?
No, not stealth. I'm just trying not to get noticed,
Blending in.
blending in.
You mean in stealth?
It takes you about better part of an hour casually strolling, um, avoiding, looking around, checking things out as you're going, making sure that people don't think that you look strange. You are just another inhabitant of Shadmer trying to make their life work while everything seems to be crumbling about you.
Yep. When I get near the temple, I want to check it out, see if there are any easy access points. Is there a guard stationed at the front? Is it?
There are guards stationed at the front. There is a general door guard of 10 that are on a patrol rotation, and
Mm-hmm.
there's two that are fixed next to the doors. You
Okay.
can probably just enter. You see several people do so
Yeah.
for worship. The guards seem to mainly check for potential threats. Um, Looking up at the building, you notice that on each of the tiers of the temple, there are some people. In case it wouldn't be obvious, this is a very Baroque style
Mm-hmm.
basilica.
Yep.
It's like it's got the big round window with all the glass inlet work. There is quite a lot of beautification and buttressing going on, but it breathes out an air of opulence.
Mm-hmm.
So the main color hints are like black and white and gold, and that gold is echoed throughout most of the additional structures. Like the small spires look like they're made out of gold.
Mm-hmm. Well, I would, yeah.
As you approach closer, you can see that inside the temple there are also patrols going on. Above, you would guess 4 crossbowmen, and then on the inside you can also suspect that there would be 4 crossbowmen on the first level, just patrolling, keeping things safe. As far as you've known the Orzhov, is pretty standard stuff. There is a vague sense of chill and dread about this. There is power in Orzhov hands, and
Yes.
some of that power has been concentrated here.
I will grab a couple.
I will
A
grab a
small-
cuddle.
No, I will take out a few of my coins, pretend that I am somebody who is trying to pray at the Orzovian temple, and trying to do a donation,
Mm-hmm.
and I will enter and see if I can blend in the cathedral. It's Baroque like, so there must be some kind of pillars.
There are statues, there are beautiful woodwork benches that are quite long and reasonably high. There
Yeah.
are small prayer pieces that give you a sense of um, the masses doing a votive offering to one of the important Orzhov figureheads, and this figurehead radiating a sense of calm and beauty to the despairing masses that are proffering their coins to
Yeah.
this individual. All in all, yeah, there are a lot of hiding spaces here.
Do I
This
see
is
the
like hide and seek paradise.
Yeah? Do I see the target when I enter, or
Well,
can I?
Dash,
Yeah.
the last time that you saw him was through Iskren's crying.
Yep.
And then he was praying and then doing the service sermon.
Yep.
Now he is sitting at the foot of the altar, um, and he appears to be just wetting his blade, making sure everything's all right, doing vague inspections, like of his own material list and that of the other guards, making sure that everyone's in ship shape in case something goes south.
Okay. I will try to get a position not next to him, but close to him, in some kind of praying. Yeah, is there a small altar that I can I can occupy next to him,
There
or
is one main altar in the temple. There
yes?
are a number of votive boxes
Yep.
that line the pillars
Yep.
where people can make their donations to the great
Mhm.
Orzovian cause.
Okay. I will get in line of one of the. Are there a lot of people or not?
There's more people than there used to be. There's about 30 to 40 people that are praying and just doing their offerings, and like there's a general, let's say, benchmark it at 40. There's like generally 40 people around at any given time.
Okay, so I will blend into the crowd and then do some votive offering. Um, Try not to get the attention of the guards. Just casually strolling,
Waste away some
praying.
time.
Yeah, waste away some time, but always near the target,
Okay.
not far off. Um, Not to catch his gaze or anything. I'm just there praying, casually minding my own stuff, not trying suspicion.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to round up the session here.
Then I will
because it's
cast my last spell
11.
to show you how I'm going to get there.
Nope.
Can I?
Yeah.
So I'm still on the ship, and I will go where we keep Little T. I will go down there. Is there anybody else in that area also?
It's up there. He's on the
Or
top
up there? Okay. So what did we do with all the other people? Are they still on the ship? Did they give them some free
They are
time?
tying
Or?
up their riggings. Most of them have either gone below decks to rest up.
Okay.
Some of them have gone into town.
Very well. So if we have a bit of solitude, me and Little T, I will go there. I will start to strike his scales, and I will say, "We are home, my proud steed." And then I will start mount on Little T.
You mount him, yes.
But our true home lies there, and I point in the direction of the cathedral, together with all the other ghosts, and I will cast etherealness, and me and Little T will transit into the border ethereal and become ethereal. Basically, we are now invisible and untouchable by anyone on Ravnica, and we can float through the air, invisible and incorporeal, just like ghosts.
Yeah, we're gonna come back on that one.
Yeah, but you know, my
it's kind of
I actually
mild spoiler. Interesting times.
yes, exactly. That's what I'm actually counting on that. So let's go. And as we disappear, that's it.
One of the things that you notice as you disappear, and that's where we're going to end the
Yeah.
session on.
Yes.
As you fade from Shade Murk as it is, around you, you see a vast mound of humanoid shapes that stretches on for miles and miles and miles.
He looked into Astral, didn't he? He looked.
Dead souls bound by the chains of the Orzov. All as one look at the intruder on the ethereal plane.
Let's go. Let's go.
And that's where the end of the session happens.
Right.
Yep, that was it, guys.
I
Come
think
and see in 2 weeks.
Great.
I think someone
Not
needs a
next week?
stim patch.
Don't you have the session next week?
Sadly enough, social obligations for next
Yeah.
week.
Okay.
Sorry. But yeah, that's an interesting way of doing it. People that know Ravnica will be like, people that don't know Ravnica will be like,
We'll see what happens.
That will be me.
I
Casualty,
don't know either.
casually waiting on the screen at the temple.
now, the thing is, Iskrin will discover new lands.
Yes. Yes.
I just have the picture in my mind of the one time I went into Astral in Shadowrun.
What is this? Insects? Ah! Okay, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Probably me for the recap. And I hope everyone had a good time.
Yes.
This is it for tonight. Next session will be on the 19th,
Yes.
if mathematics doesn't fail me.
Yes.
Recap Jorrit, we love you.
Um,
It's going to be a fun one to recap.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm already dreading it. There is the thing with social sessions is like I actually have to watch everything to make sure I don't miss anything I said, and to make sure that like I don't give you information that I didn't give you in the session.
So
Careful
next is the 19th.
Yes.
All right then. I will close then the stream.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.